Greetings campers and welcome to Farmeritaville. I'm coming to you from a cow pasture in rural Texas, and just 5 days ago I was at Walt Disney World. So my, how the mighty have fallen. Speaking of places with hysterically obsessed fans, I'm actually at a Renaissance Fair, Scarborough Renaissance Festival here in Waxahachie, Texas. This thing's been going on since 1980. It's a very old, very well-established fair and a very good one. I've been coming here my entire life, and yeah, it's just that time. It's spring in Texas, and that means Ren Fair season. So come with me and we'll just check it out this year, see what's new, see what's changed. Like my sparkly shirt. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but before I even started the video, I was shat upon by a fairy. That's the kind of day we're gonna have. Let's go.
A cheer for Logan! A cheer for Coleman! Well done, knights, well done indeed. Let us increase the difficulty to 2 rings. 2 at once.
I decided to start over here at the Jousting Arena because it's shady over here at this time of day. Honestly, they're playing games right now, competitive games with the lances. If you've ever seen a medieval time show, that's about 2 hours, and they start by playing games on horseback and whatnot, and then they end the show trying to kill each other. And the way they do it here is there's 3-4 shows throughout the day, and the earlier shows are fun and games, and then the last show of the day is carnage, bloodthirsty, I'm gonna kill you, ah.
Yeah, we established that. Yep. 2 rings!
Well done, well done. I ratchet you. I got the first drink of the day, ye old Ziegenbach, and the classic period drinking vessel. Education time with Uncle Jake. Maybe you've never been to a Renaissance Fair and you don't know what a Renaissance Fair is. Well, it's like going back in time to the medieval ages, or the Renaissance period, as it's called, a Renaissance Fair. And you've got a lot of artisans, craft vendors, great food, great places to eat and drink. There's a ton of live entertainment. You just saw the jousting there a few minutes ago, but they've also got jugglers, comedians, storytellers, puppeteers, I mean, acrobats, you name it. There's all kinds of great stuff. And it's all set to the period. There's little to no PA systems. If they have a PA system, it's discreet. There's no lighting. We're out here in the sun under wooden shade structures and stuff like that. No paved ground either. It's all gravel and dirt and grass. So it's very just out in the elements. And like I mentioned earlier, this fair happens in the springtime. So days like today, we're usually blessed with some really nice weather, and it feels good to just get out of the house and see what's going on. The point is, if you've never been to a Renaissance Fair, go check it out. You'll probably have fun. And pro tip, bring cash. Definitely bring cash. Everyone deals in cash out here. They call it pounds. 5 pounds, my lord. 10 pounds, my lord. They mean dollars. So just bring cash, because there's not a lot of credit card readers, and it's not to keep it authentic either. It's because we're in the middle of nowhere, and those credit card readers don't have a really great signal. Cheers, everybody. This is one of my favorite vendors to look at every year, because their booth is really not a booth. It's an art gallery. It's like backyard goals. Does all these awesome copper and bronze sculptures and fountain work. It's like a lava lamp on steroids. That thing is cool as hell. What'd you get from the Pasta Pleasure Palace, wife?
The walnut and gorgonzola ravioli.
And I got the chicken lasagna, which looks really good. I'm not gonna lie, it smells really good too. And you're not gonna watch us eat it because that'd be gross. Oh, now it's my favorite part of the day. We're gonna go check out the Mythical Monster Museum. Not the Mystical Monster Museum, which is what I always want to say, especially after the few beers I've had. Mythical Monster Museum. We did the Monster Museum. I have got myself another beverage, now in different period packaging. And now we're just perusing the grounds. Mentioned earlier, like it's a great day. It's springtime. This is the beginning of the run of the fair. It's only the second weekend. And it's Saturday, and the crowds are showing up. Lots of people here today. Good news is the only lines you get stuck in are lines to buy beer or food. It's not like being stuck in line 2 hours to ride a ride at a theme park or something like that. So a little bit different. And there's always a shady spot to sit down or a show to watch. And aggressive people selling stuff. Yeah, there's your food court line right now at about noon, to be expected. And here's the misty tunnel of cooling offness, which I'm going to avoid because of this expensive camera. Authentic period bungee jumping. trampoline ride. Kids love it. One thing that's fantastic about any Renaissance fair is the people watching. There's a ton of different types of people here. There's some hardcore geeks who are into it, cosplayers, hippies. You've got vacation tourist dad, and you know, that don't really know what they're getting into and what they're doing. And half the people out here are brandishing steel weapons, large steel swords. And yet there's a harmony about the place that's just relaxing. Like I said, it's been a long winter. We're out in the springtime. We've got beer, and everybody's just kind of, you know, doing their own thing and having a great time at it. There's a creek on property with a couple of crossover points.
Good day.
And this is the road less traveled, hence the reason we're taking it. As I mentioned, I'm familiar, so I know the fairgrounds. A lot of people don't know about this. Also, it involves steep, uneven, rocky stairs, so you know, proceed with caution, but it's peaceful. You know, just 100 feet away there's a show and people and a big crowd and cheering, and over here, quiet. I can hear birds. I can hear wind in the trees. I'm going off on a tangent. What is this? This is Hagrid's hut or something.
I think we fixed it just like the thing.
And across the bridge we have Potter's house making ceramics. Got the ceramic oven right here, legit brick oven, and awesome looking mugs, lamps. Taylor Lane's probably one of my favorite areas. They call this Taylor Lane. Lane is an old-timey word for road back then, but it's one of my favorite areas because of the huge canopy shade trees, giant old trees back here, and it tends to be less crowded back here. It's a little off the main road. This is also home to the Mermaid Lagoon, because when I think mermaids, I think Texas Creek. I love this impressive ship.
Welcome. Thank you for coming to visit. Are you capturing the entire experience magically?
I am.
Hello. We're having a grand time at Scarborough. The King's getting married today.
Oh.
Ooh, for the 6th time.
Oh. It wears off after the first couple.
Oh.
Doesn't it?
You shouldn't say that out loud, sir.
That standing at that post right here is the best lineup for the show.
Here's what I appreciate about the mermaid experience. They figured it out. Exit through the gift shop by force. Get your mermaid souvenirs. It's another cool vendor. Makes jewelry out of precious stones. I just was admiring the display bust, which is not like one you would see in most stores. They also have a cool little secret garden thing going over here. And a really cool natural stone jewelry. We've happened upon a show.
Their lives. For our freedom, our joy, a wooden pipe will rise. For our freedom, our joy, a wooden pipe will rise. Bang, brave, your horns up high, drink to the sons of glory. Flame upon the heart so strong, walk the weather will hold. United stand, divided falls, and the ocean are rolling.
nice little Kirby.
I've started doing this thing where I will say, oh my god.
This vendor does cool things with leather and does them to former stuffed animals that were cute and cuddly, and I'm loving every bit of this. It's the right amount of cute and right amount of demented and Halloween stuff.
Shine, right?
Now that's the best store name ever. We were just talking how, you know, everything out here is made of wood for the most part, and you can see when they just replace something for the season, like brand new wood, brand new construction or whatever, but also where there's just natural decay and rot. And I think that really works in the favor of like authenticity, because every year you do so much maintenance to make something new and rehab it so it's fresh and clean and shiny, but likewise there's an equal amount of stuff that is naturally aging. And so there's always the right amount of upkeep and the right amount of distress to give it a very natural feeling out here. All the surfaces, dirt, dust, cobwebs, fresh paint, all mixed together, create great experience, great smells. Lots of good smells at a Renaissance Fair. Lots of bad smells at a Renaissance Fair too. We ducked into the Cat and the Fiddle Tavern, which is a wine spot, but they have beer, and I got the Mango Cart beer. And Mrs. Farmeritaville got, what'd you get?
The Cherry Noir Mead.
I'm gonna try the mead first. Woo, that's good. That's, yeah, that'll get you in trouble quick. And the mango beer, which I've had this beer before, but oh, that's really good. Sweet, mango-y. Tastes better from a plastic cup when you're out and about having a good day. Like today. We had a fantastic idea. We mixed the mango beer and the cherry mead. Oh, and it's one of the best things I've ever put in my face hole.
Thank you.
Silversingles.com.
That is why I dye my mustache white.
Oh, no, master. I prefer to stay more natural looking.
No.
Yes, I joined FarmersOnly.com.
Farmers only?
I did.
Is that a good day?
No.
Was it? Well, these two things are going to happen if we find out Bill Miguel has finally become a true and real Renaissance man.
Well, of course I found him coming true and real Renaissance. And God, my boogers are rich. I have learned many things.
Explain to us, man, what has the learning?
Don Juan and Miguel's always one of my favorite shows. I've literally watched these guys my entire life. They said at the end of the show this is their 39th year here, so they've been here almost as long as this fair has been open, and still doing a lot of the same acts and same jokes in the act. Of course, they changed the act up, but I still love watching it every year. And these guys know their stuff, and I just think it's a cool place to come out here and watch shows, especially comedy shows, because there's a lot of really good talent at the Renaissance Fair. We're now headed to arguably the most exciting and favorite part of the day. Woo! Yeah. Beer tasting at the Village Green. Now here's the thing, it's not just beer tasting. Oh, I love beer. This is the Seamus beer tasting, something, blah, 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 formal program description. But in real life, this is hosted by my friend Bob. Bob is a certified Cicerone, which is like a sommelier is with wine, but for beer. Knows everything about beer, and you can go to this show and not even like beer. You're going to come out liking beer just because it is such a delight to listen to someone talk at length with such enthusiasm about something they love and are knowledgeable of, the way Bob loves beer. So we're going to go drink beer with Bob.
Certified Cicerones, accounted a beer expert. We are a sommelier for beer, if you will. Never mind about the Guild of Beer Sommelier. That's a European thing. And I don't know why they asked me. This isn't Europe. They said, do you want it? And I said, yes. And It's a European theme, so I thought that sounds good. We'll throw it in there. Cicerone is what I want you to be concerned about. Cicerones study and are examined in 5 categories of beer knowledge.
Beer class, you also get a cool take-home beer glass. Beer glass, beer class. I love going to the beer show with my cool take-home beer glass. Here's the other good part. After the show is over, they have a limited amount of the beers from the show available for purchase at the pub in there. So I was able to do a repeat of my favorite, and it is absolutely delicious. So yeah, if you come to Scarborough, go to the Village Green, check out the beer show. They actually sell the tickets online on the website ahead of time. Highly recommend buying those because today was sold out, so we barely, we snuck in, made it under the gun. But yeah, if you're buying your tickets, go look for the tastings. There's also a wine tasting show at the other end of the grounds. I'm not really a wine guy, so I've never done that one. But beer tasting with Seamus. We're in the Roman bath shop, or rather M is. She's doing the shopping, I'm doing the drinking, and this is her favorite stop every year. She loads up, and this is no exaggeration, on a year's worth of these handmade artisan soaps. If you came to my house and looked in my shower, it's Roman bath soap because she buys a year's supply, which is why I took a seat over here in the corner, because I know this is not going to be a quick process, and I can just enjoy my beer. It's easier that way. We beer showed, we monster museumed, we jousted, we had authentic medieval Italian lasagna. I don't know, we did some other crap I probably can't remember, but the point is we ate, drank, and made merry, which I think is the whole point of this thing. And now we begin the long trek out of here because the parking lot is huge. Don't worry, the wife is driving. I have had all the beers and I have a chariot ride home. That's the important part. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe, blah, 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 all that horrible, repetitive, begging YouTuber crap that I hate to say. It may not even make any difference, I don't care. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe I repulse you. That's fine too. To each their own. Take care, guys. Remember, we're in the itchy lot.
I thought we were in Scratchy.
You told me we were in the itchy lot. You're the one that parked the car.
Shit.
If you think walking around and drinking in a cow pasture is fun, try parking in one. With all the other cars. Fun fact for those of you not from Texas, every third vehicle is a pickup truck. So if that's what you came in, it's a lot harder to find.